Good.
Mom, I think we should put another roll of toilet paper in the back.
Hi, good morning. This morning Juniper had her kits and we only took a really quick peek because we don't really want to bother her. She's a new mother, a first time mother, and there's at least 7 or 8 of them. So we're going to be going down. We're going to put her in a separate kennel so she's not really stressed out about us looking at the babies, hopefully. And we're going to check out the babies, count them, see if they're okay, and put them back in the nest. Alright, so here's Juniper. We're gonna put her in this little kennel down here. It's a little dark down here. Just for a few minutes. We're gonna check out your babies. Did you put the cilantro in here? Yeah?
Yes.
So here's our little brooder setup. It's this dog kennel that has the 1/2-inch wire mesh on the bottom, and then it's on this frame. And then we've got this poop dropper with a bin here. And this has a little bit of a hinge at the top so it can lift so we can pull the bin out. And then the nesting box is something we made last year. You can see they are at the moment covered with fluff. All right, so we're gonna check them out. All right, so I moved their box out a little bit. I'm going to move the nest a little bit more to the front. Let's see what we've got here. I'm going to check them out and then I'm going to put them in this more front spot. One. We've got a bunch of wool entangling them. Here. Yeah. 2. Snuggle right in. 3. Now the babies can really jump if they are trying to nurse. So you have to be careful picking them up that you don't let them flop away. Well, that's a tiny one. Alright, so we're at 4. We don't want to lose count. There's so many, I feel like. Is this one alive? This one might not be alive there. Yeah, I don't think this one's alive. That one? I don't think this one's alive. This was kind of at the bottom. Oh, poor bunny. Okay, so what, we're at 4 alive. This is a, I don't think alive. Certainly doesn't seem alive. I'm going to put this one to the side. Oh. That one was underneath a bit. Okay, so here we go. This is 5 alive. Get the wool. They don't want to be like tangled in the wool, I don't think.
Can you have a string cheese? Mom, can you have a string cheese?
Sure.
Thank you.
6 alive. Aren't they cute?
Mom. Mom. Can I? Is it okay if I go upstairs?
This is 7. Oh, it's a little pink one. So that'll probably be a white. So there's number 7. Is this number 8?
Yep.
Oh my gosh, so she had 9? Wow. This is 8. Here. Okay. Let's see if there's any others in here. We don't want to have... So there they are. 8 little babies. that is quite a lot. Last year when we bred her mother, Dahlia, we ended up with 4. We'll see. Hopefully they all are able to nurse and thrive. Hi, so I went and got my Angora book here. Completely Angora. This is a great book. This has a lot of information about breeding in it, so I wanted to go and reread this section about if there's a lot of kits and if you should call them or not, which I really was hoping I wouldn't have to do, and I'm choosing not to. So it's saying that you want to inspect the nest as quickly as possible after the birth to remove any stillborn kits and just check on their health. Hang on a second. So the book is saying, I'll just read really quickly from it right here. It says, discard any afterbirth materials, stillborn kits, unformed or deformed kits, and any bloody wool or nest material. Unless you have a very good reason not to, half-sized runts should also be removed at this time and culled. They are not strong enough to compete with their litter mates and usually die from starvation within 4 days if left in the nest. It is not humane to leave them to a slow death. So that's just what I couldn't remember exactly, but it does say half-sized, and the littlest one that I'm seeing in the nest wasn't a half-size runt. So it does seem like a lot of bunnies, but we're just going to go with it and trust that Juniper can nurse them all and see what happens. I'm just gonna read one more thing in this book here that I thought was really interesting. It says, the nest itself may require some rearrangement at this time. If the doe has placed the bowl of her nest at the extreme end of the nest container, the kits will not be well fed or evenly cared for. It will help if the bowl is repositioned towards the center of the nest. Replace the wool and young and stuff straw where the old bowl was in order to prevent the litter from rolling back again. And it says, the shape of the maternal nest bowl is important relative to the size of the litter. A small litter in a shallow bowl will scatter and chill. A large litter in a deep bowl will not be evenly maintained. Adjust the bowl if necessary, so it is no more than 2 kits deep. This may require a gentle spreading of the straw or building a rib. The objective is to make the nest bowl shallow enough to facilitate complete exposure of the doe's teats to the hungry kits, but deep enough to keep them warm. Make sure there is a good amount of wool both under and over the litter during the first week. So yeah, I did end up putting back some of the wool I removed, but I snipped it up into little pieces first, and I figured it says no more, it says about an ounce of wool should be sufficient, and they are inside in the basement, so I'm really not too worried about them getting cold. But yeah, like I was showing, you don't want the nest to be way in the back because it's going to be harder for the doe to nurse them, so I did move them, like I already showed, kind of up to the middle of the box so that they have good access to their mother. Keep you updated on their progress and be able to look at them a little more closely as they get bigger. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.